Running long distance is just as much a mental challenge as it is physical. Now, some runners could find themselves able to run longer distance, but they might have a harder time mentally. Therefore, use these tips to build your mental muscles for those runs. While on your runs, talk to yourself. Especially if you are running alone, you might need to give yourself a pep talk. And remember, while you're out there talking to yourself and motivating yourself, give yourself positive affirmation, not everyone could go out there and run. You're doing something not everyone could do. And it's focused on getting to the end of that segment for those intervals that you are saying that you're running. Or if you're out there, what you could do is, if you need to mentally charge or motivate yourself, what you could think of is you want to run to a tree or a car or a stop sign, and that will keep you mentally motivated due to you only thinking about getting to that point. And once you get to that point, you'll see that you are able to keep going. You might also want to avoid checking your GPS watch or anything else that you're using out there to track your pace or your mileage, because if you keep checking in, that might keep you unmotivated. So resist the urge of checking those devices. Embrace the challenge. So we all know we are going to go through different difficulties or challenges while you're out there on those runs. Not each run is going to be easy. Remember, if it was, everybody would be out doing it, and they're not. So embrace the challenges that comes with training. So therefore, if you're out on that run and you find yourself that run's being too hard, like you might be pushing that pace a little bit too hard, so you might just need to slow down a little bit, and that will keep you mentally motivated to keep going. Or if it's getting too difficult, stop and walk if needed. And then once you're able to get that body back, cool down, go back and run again. And this will help you stay mentally motivated to finish that run. Now, you definitely want to find a mantra that you could go out there and use while on your run. And when you have that mantra, you could play it over and over in your head to keep you focused and keep you mentally engaged in that run. So for me, sometimes while I'm out there on my run and I feel myself depleted, I sometimes will say my name, because who don't like hearing their name? I'll say, Erica, you could do this. You got this. You're a beast. Keep going. Just something that I use while on my run, but definitely find your own. And what you could do is you could go online and you could look up motivations or mantras, and you could use that on your run. Instead of saying, I'm tired, I can't do this, I want to give up, just think, oh, mentally I need to push myself, I need to build up my mind and build up those mental muscles. Break up your runs to make that distance feel easier while you're out there on that run. So that means that if you're out there running 20 miles, you could say you're going for a 5K for that first 3 miles, and then 10K for the next 6 miles, and so forth and so on. And this will help make that mile seem manageable due to you only thinking about completing that 5K or that 10K or even that 10-miler. Use imagery while you're out there on your run. So that means that if you need some motivation and you have a race that coming up, just imagine yourself running that race, running smoothly, how it feels due to you are in training. So by you doing training and getting yourself ready for that race, you're able to push it. You run that pace that you want to run, that miles that you want to run. And if you really need to go out the box, just think of an elite runner that you love so much. And imagine that you are that person, or you're running with that person, and you're crossing the finish line, or you just enjoying that end goal with that elite runner. How exciting is that? The power of imagination. Make post-run plans. So if you have something that you're going to do right after that run, that can make that run more exciting and keep you motivated to finish that run. So maybe you have a coffee date with your friends, or you're going out, enjoy a nice swim or beach, or enjoying time with your family. Whatever it is, just make some plans to keep you motivated. Try a new route. Now, if you're always going out, run that same route all the time, first and foremost, that's gonna be very boring. You ain't gonna be always there in that run. So by trying a different route, by doing it backwards or taking an alternative route or adding some detour on that route, that will keep you more excited. It will keep your mind more interested and engaged in that activity of running because you see something different. Run with a partner. So this might be great, especially if you're a person that always running by yourself, to incorporate running with someone like a friend or a family member or anyone that you know that can go run with you. Now, if you don't have someone to run with, you can always join a running group, and that will keep you motivated. Now, if you're curious about how to join a running group, we definitely have a whole new video about should you join a running group, and we'll tell you more about that in that video. But the reason why joining a running group could be great, because it'll keep you motivated, it'll keep you challenged, you have somebody to talk to while on those runs if you need that, and that will help push you with your goals in your training.
Practice gratitude, and remember, you're running for those who cannot. And when you are feeling mental down on your run, try to visualize yourself just at the end of your run and how you will feel. You could try to distract your mind while you're out on your run by counting the different people, like how many females you see out on your run, or males, or either how many poodles you see in your run, or different dog breeds, or certain cars that you may like, how many do you see? And that would just keep your mind occupied and have you something to distract yourself while you're out in your run. And you could try listening to music to help you on your run. And you could also even try to organize your day while you're out on your run, like what you're gonna do when you get home, what you're gonna do with the kids, what your schedule is gonna be like, or how you're doing tomorrow, just to give you some things to do on your run. You could also try to set small size goals while you're out on your run, like I'm just gonna get to mile 1. And then when you get to mile 1, you keep on with another goal to another goal and another goal, and now you got the ideal.
Now, we hope you had gained some great ideas to build up your mental toughness for those long runs. And if you're curious about a mantra chant that you could use out on your run, definitely check our video about mantra chant that we will help you out with that. And we can't wait to see our next video. Until we see you next time. Bye bye.